So looking at question number 41, it is based on the passage. So to identify the crucial message, so it should be private corporation. They should not be allowed to do agribusiness in India, particularly the seed business. The option
Option A.
A. Public research institution, they should take the lead in GM technology. Okay. Then 42, to identify assumptions. So here I think both are valid.
Option A.
Okay, only one. We will not be able to solve the agricultural problems arising due to global warming. Then passage number 2. So question number 43. Here again the rational inference. So option D, which states foreign plants, they should be used to increase biodiversity of a country.
Option C.
Campaigns against foreign plants are pointless. Okay, ठीक है. Then 44. So assumptions, I believe third is invalid. Only 1 and 2 should be the right ones.
Option A.
Then in 45, the passage seems to argue in favor of participation of people's groups in city planning.
Option D.
Okay, then few more passages. So the above passage seems to imply only 1 and 2 options which are there.
Option C.
C, okay, 3 is also there. Service sector India is not very labor intensive, although it is not directly talking about, then fine. Question number 47. So here I think D is the right one. There is better banking outreach would be impossible unless each banking correspondent is allowed to serve a number of banks.
Option C.
C, meaningful financial inclusion in India requires that banking correspondents, they have diverse skills. Okay. Okay, so question number 48, we have to identify the value of x. So if you can see the gap between these numbers which are given, you can see that they are coming to be the prime numbers, prime and the odd numbers which are there. So the next number should be again on the basis that there should be a gap of 17 between 93 and the value of x. So it would be 76.
Option C.
Then question number 49. So here we have again a work clock moves 10 minutes fast in every 24 hours. So to set the right time, again if it is showing at 8 a.m. on Monday, then when the clock shows the time of 6 p.m. on Wednesday, then correct time what it should be. So I just simply applied the logic that after every 24 hours, if it is moving 10 minutes ahead, so it should be 20 minutes ahead. So somewhere it should be 5:36 p.m.
Option A.
Then in 50th, so the numerator denominator proper fraction that increased by same positive quantity, which is greater than 0, so resulting fraction. So for this, we should be clear with the definition of proper fraction, where we see that the value of numerator is less than the denominator. So in this case, if we, let's say we take 1 as, we can suppose any example, any value, but it should be proper fraction. So half, which is 1 by 2, is a proper fraction. It would be 0.5. And next we are adding 1. Both numerator, denominator will get 2 by 3. So you can see the value is more than the earlier proper fraction. Again, you can take one more example to be assured. So I believe it should be option B.
Option B.
Then what is again x in this sequence? If you see every alternate number here, it is a square of 2, square of 4, then 6, 8. So it should be 10, should be here, but again we have to identify for x first. And then you can see that we have square of 10, 12, 14. So here again it should be square of 8. You can see a gap of 2 and the square of the number. So it should be 64.
Option B.
Then 52, so in a group of 15 people, so you have represented it through this Venn diagram. 15 people, 7 can read French, 8 can read English, while 3 of them can read neither of the two languages. So we have written that here. And to identify the number of people who can read exactly one language, so it should be 9. That is 4 plus 5.
Option B.
Then Here again, I couldn't solve this properly, so we'll deal with this later on. So Divya, if you have the solution and explanation, you can go ahead.
अ,
So in
अगर
this,
पेजेस पे डिवाइड किया था, अगर वन जैसे सिंगल डिजिट लेते हैं तो 1 से लेकर
hmm,
9 तक 9
हाँ,
डिजिट होगी, फिर जब हम 2 डिजिट की बात करेंगे तो 10 से लेकर 99 तक होगी, फिर 3 को इसी तरह से 100 से लेकर
हाँ तो थ्री
999
ये
तक
तो
लिखेंगे।
100, हाँ 100 नंबर है तो 3 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे क्योंकि 1 2 3 हर एक उसमें आ रहा है नंबर में, तो 300 हो गया। तो ऐसे 100 तक करते करते, बिकॉज टोटल डिजिट्स जो है 3089 है, तो आगे कैसे किया फिर आपने?
उसके बाद फिर 1000 पे पहुंचेंगे तो 1000 में 4 डिजिट हो जाएंगी, तो उसके
हम्म।
बाद जैसे 40 दिया हुआ है, 48 दिया हुआ है, इस तरह से फिर मैंने डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लाई करके देखा। लेकिन जब हम देखते हैं 1001 से लेकर 1049 तक 49 डिजिट है, लेकिन जो 1000 है उसको भी तो काउंट करेंगे, तो इसलिए ऑप्शन
हाँ,
सी जाएगा, 049।
1049, ठीक है, ये राइट ऑप्शन है।
हाँ।
ओके, I'll solve it later on. Then यहाँ पे again we have to identify the values. So ऐसे questions को best solve करने का तरीका यही है कि आप जो options दे रखे हैं ना उनकी value directly put कर लो and you will be able to identify the pattern. तो option A अगर आप डाल के देखते हो fill in the blanks में, you will not get any pattern. दूसरा option डालते ही आपको समझ में आ जाएगा double C A double C, फिर next में double A B double A, तो this would be the right option.
ऑप्शन बी।
Then in 55, we have a family. It has two children along with their parents. So two parents, two children, four members, and the average weight of the children and the mother is 50 kg. Average weight of children and the father is 52. So weight of father is given. We have to calculate for mother. So these are the equations. We have written them down. So firstly, you can solve this equation where you can get the sum of addition of the weight of two children, because we have the value of f, so we can put in this, we'll get the value of c plus c 96, so we'll use this value in the first equation, we'll get the weight of mother to be 54, so option D.
ऑप्शन डी।
And 56, suppose you have again sufficient amount of rupee currency in three denominations, 1, 10, and 50. So in how many different ways can you pay a bill of 107? So firstly, if you use only 1 rupee coin, so you'll be needing 107 coins. So it will be 107 in total. Then you start making combinations with 1 rupee coin and 10 rupee note or coin. So in this, suppose we use one rupee coin, which is going to be 97. If we have to use one 10 rupee denomination, because it would be 10, you can't divide that, so 107 minus 10 will be left with 97. So for 97 you'll use 1 rupee coins. So that's how you can make again different patterns with these two combinations. Then what else can be done? We have 50 rupee also, so if you use 150 rupee one time, so we'll be left with 57 balance, so we'll use 1 rupee. So that is why you have to just try to make different combinations, so in total it should be 18.
ऑप्शन सी।
57, again we are given with that the two people there and the direction and the distance is given, so you draw this figure in proper sequence as has been explained in the question, and we have to get this distance, so we'll be using Pythagoras theorem simply, and it would be 17 meter.
ऑप्शन बी।
Then in 58, again I'm not sure about this, so Divya, you can explain this one.
58, ऑप्शन बी।
ऑप्शन बी, S2 alone is sufficient. Okay, so इसमें ये है कि क्वेश्चन दे रखा है, दो स्टेटमेंट्स है, नाउ यू हैव टू ट्राई कि जो दो स्टेटमेंट्स आप उनको इनवैलिड प्रूव कर पाओ, सो एज टू रीच टू द क्वेश्चन द आंसर क्विकली, बट थोड़ा सा टाइम टेकिंग होता है, so we'll solve this later on. And 59 में again I couldn't identify proper pattern over here कि which year has the same calendar as that of 29. I think ये एक factual information होगी कि हर every
इसमें 6 या 9 ईयर में होता है कि जो सेम कैलेंडर रिपीट होता है, तो 6 का मोस्ट प्रोबेबली जाता है, तो इसलिए मैंने 6 ऐड किया था, इसलिए ऑप्शन डी लगाया था।
अच्छा, every how many years the calendar is repeated?
6 या 9 ईयर्स में रिपीट करता है, वो
अच्छा,
देखना
अगर
पड़ता है
हम
लीप ईयर है या क्या है, उस अकॉर्डिंग वो होता है।
हम्म So what is the right answer here?
D. Option D.
Option D. So it means ठीक है, every 6 year it is repeated. Rest will check that whether this is a fact or not. Keeping this in mind, then question number 60. So number 136 is added to 5b7. You just write it as the information is given 7a3. So we have to get the value of b. And in this, you can see that before that, if you just add this up, you need to be sure that first you will see ki 7a3 as it is divisible with 3. So what all values can be taken up, or you can say that remainder would be 0 because it would be completely solving off. So a can take 3 values. Now you can put those 3 values here and then accordingly you will be able to get the value of b. So it will only be valid when you are using the value of a to be 2. So value of b should be then 8.
Option D.
Then we have passage again. So here question 61. So most crucial inference, I think it should be B, that in a competitive global economy, India must use regulations strategically.
Option B.
Then identify the assumptions. So I think both are valid here.
Option D.
B or D, what are you saying?
D. Neither one knows.
No, okay, none of them is valid.
Hmm.
Then passage number 2. So question 63. So I think C, that babies of malnourished mothers, they should be fed with dairy milk fortified with the sugar which is there instead of mother's milk.
Option D.
D, research on benign effects of the gut bacteria on nutrition has policy implications. D is correct.
Yes, Mansi. Option D.
Okay. 64. So identify the assumption. So I think only 2 is valid here.
Option B.
Okay. Then passage number 3. So again, identify the assumptions. So I think all are correct.
Option C.
Okay, 2 and 3 only.
Yes, Mansi.
Fine. Then we have a more passage. So again, assumptions. So here, I think only 3 is valid.
Option B.
Okay, then 67, another passage. So again, assumptions. So 1 and 4 should be the right ones.
Option B.
B, 2 and 4 are correct. Consumption of food mainly from the locally cultivated crops ensures crop diversity. Although first one भी valid ही लग रहा, तो humans have been the main reason for the large scale extinction of plant species. Fine.
कंफ्यूजन हुई थी इन दोनों में क्योंकि या तो 1 2 4 होते, वो ऑप्शन में नहीं था.
Then यहाँ पे question दे रखा है, if every alternative letter of the English alphabet from B onwards is written in lower case and the remaining letters they are capitalized, so आप directly लिख लो because you have to write कि जुलाई मंथ का जो नेम है लेटर्स हैं वो कैसे होना चाहिए. So आप सिंपली यहाँ से फिर पिक कर लो each letter, just ensure कि पैटर्न जो है alternate letter after B स्मॉल केस होना चाहिए. तो ये पैटर्न आएगा ऑप्शन डी.
ऑप्शन डी.
Then 69. Okay, यहाँ पे there is a sheet of paper which is cut into 3 pieces by Sunita. So we are given with the 3 types of equations, 3 statements for 3 lengths which would be there for the 3 different pieces. So length of first piece equal to the average of 3 single digit odd prime numbers. So ये है 3 5 7 single digit है, odd है, prime numbers हैं. तो it would turn out to be 5. लेंथ दूसरे पेपर का जो पीस है उसका दे रखा है, ये इक्वेशन होगी. थर्ड दे रखा है, तो विल सॉल्व इट फॉर थर्ड L3. इसमें क्योंकि एक ही वेरिएबल है, we'll get the value of L3. L3 की value will put it second equation. We'll get all the 3 values. You just have to add them up. Sum should be 30 units.
ऑप्शन डी.
Fine. Then we have again a sequence. Though conditions that need to be met. So how many such 5s are there which are not immediately preceded by 3 but they are immediately followed by 7? So बस एक ही बार ऐसा हो रहा है यहाँ पे, should be one time.
ऑप्शन ए.
Then 71, there's a joint family consisting of 7 members, 3 females are there. So again a relation वाला question है, so we have to identify who is E. तो I think तीनों valid होना चाहिए इसमें.
ऑप्शन डी.
Okay, then each face of the cube, it can be painted in black or white color. How many different ways can the cube be painted? So 6 face hai, har cube you can paint in 2 ways. So you multiply 2 into 6, so it should be 12 base.
Option B.
B, it is stating.
Yes, Mansi. Option B.
10 कैसे होएगा? 6 faces हैं and 2 black and white colors are there. तो I think कोई एक exception होगा इसमें, 2 exception या repeat होने वाला कुछ ऐसा आएगा, तो देखना पड़ेगा थोड़ा डिटेल में. ठीक है. Then 73 में how many triplets can satisfy this equation where x, y, z they are natural number. तो इसमें we can't take the value of 0. बाकी you can see कि 1 2 3 के combination में different position place कर सकते हो, और 1 1 4 में तो 6 आएगा सम. तो यही आई थिंक हो सकते हो पॉसिबिलिटीज. तो 9 होना चाहिए.
10. Option D.
10th कौन सा है? was not able to. क्या आपका पता है कौन सा होना चाहिए
नहीं
10th वाला?
नहीं,
आपने कौन कौन से नंबर्स के कॉम्बिनेशन यूज किए इसमें?
मेरे 5 या 6 ही बने, उससे ज्यादा कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं हुआ, कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ कुछ.
अच्छा, ठीक है. वैसे नंबर्स तो आई थिंक क्योंकि नेचुरल नंबर्स बोल रहे हैं ना, वो तो 1 2 3 होगा, इसके 6 पॉसिबिलिटीज ही हो सकती हैं, और 1 1 4 हो सकता है जो टोटल 6 आएगा. बाकी 5 से हम नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि 0 हम यूज नहीं कर सकते हैं. 10, लेट्स सी क्या होगा. देन 74. सो सिंबॉलिकली हमें मीनिंग दे रखा है कि डॉलर मीन्स डिवाइडेड बाय, एट द रेट मीन्स मल्टीप्लाइड, हैशटैग मीन्स माइनस. सो इक्वेशन है, यू कैन प्लेस द सिंबल्स एंड सॉल्व दिस, सो इट शुड बी 9.
ऑप्शन डी.
देन 75 8 डिजिट नंबर है, दे रखा है लीव्स रिमाइंडर 0, इट मीन्स कंप्लीटली डिविजिबल बाय 3. सो यू राइट इट डाउन दिस वे. सो पूरा सॉल्व होना चाहिए विद 3. तो यहाँ पे जब आप पहुंचोगे एट नंबर 6, सो यू विल सी कि 2 बचेगा. तो 2 और 3 मतलब 21 बन सकता है, 24 और 27. तो 1 4 या 7 की वैल्यू हो सकती है बी की. तो 3 पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं.
75 का ऑप्शन सी.
4 है, 4.
मेरे को नहीं पता, ऑप्शन बी था मेरा भी.
क्या कह रहे हो?
मेरा भी ऑप्शन बी निकाला और लगाया था
हाँ,
कि
मतलब
3 ही
और क्या हो
पॉसिबिलिटी.
सकते हैं क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो 2 आ रहा है ना. तो 2 के साथ तो 21 आएगा, 24 आएगा, या 27 हो सकता है. 3 ही होना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से तो. Then 76 के लिए we are given with this information. So if F stands second in the ranking, then position of B क्या होना चाहिए? 5th होना चाहिए.
ऑप्शन सी.
Then 77 भी इसी basis पे. So if B scores the least, rank of C क्या होना चाहिए? तो second हो गया, third हो सकती है.
ऑप्शन डी.
And 78, if E is ranked third, then which one of the following is correct? I believe C gets more marks than E.
ऑप्शन बी.
ठीक है. Then last 2 questions. This पे भी we are given with 2 statements, so we've written them down थोड़ा और easier format में in equation form. Which one the following statement is correct? तो maximum और minimum में आप उस form में 2 questions हैं. तो weight मोहन का I think greatest होना चाहिए, तीनों जो individuals दे रखे हैं.
ऑप्शन डी.
D. फिर I think इसमें भी D होगा, 80 में भी.
बी है 80 का. ऑप्शन बी.
B है
यस.
और 79 का D है.
यस मानसी.
अच्छा, ठीक है. So do you have any doubt, Divya?
नो मानसी.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining us on Ansarkari. And from so next we will be taking up 2020 CSAT paper, so you can solve them and then we can discuss the paper. So thank you so much for joining us.